In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best shooting badges for point guards in NBA 2K23. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. So how this is going to work is I have every badge, every shooting badge in the game in the corner of the screen. And then there's three categories. Equip the badge, 50-50. There's some areas where you could put the badge in, and the do not equip. So I'm going to come over, drag one badge out, and then kind of explain what I think about the badge. So badge number one looks like it's catch and shoot. So catch and shoot for me is going to be a 50-50 badge. And the reason for catch and shoot is 50-50 is, as a point guard, you're not going to get a ton of catch and shoot opportunities. In park, rec, and pro-am, here and there, you're going to get those. So I think there's going to be more value in other areas with shooting badges other than catch and shoot. So 50-50 is going to be a good spot because if you do have enough badge points, it could be used, pretty much almost in any game that you play in. So second will be blinders. So blinders for me is also going to be a 50-50 badge. Mainly what I've seen and what I've heard around the community is that blinders isn't activating like really well or as well as it should. And then also, as blinders in certain builds is a tier 3, in this instance it is a tier 3, so it's hard to equip Deadeye, Limitless, Agent 3, all those, and then still have points. So I'm going to put blinders down to 50-50. If you can get it, it's a great badge to have. The next badge is Limitless Range, and for Limitless Range I'm going to put that on equip. So the reason why Limitless Range is on equip, just be able to shoot pretty much from anywhere on the court. Limitless Range is, especially at the Hall of Fame level, unless you have a 99, that's the only way to get it. But gold, all that stuff works. But again, be able to shoot deep, especially in this game where it's kind of an inside-out oriented style of game where every guard, it seems like when you go to park, is 6'8", 6'9". So being able to stretch the floor is always key. The next badge is going to be Agent 3. And I'm going to put Agent 3 in front of Limitless because it is the best badge in the game for point guards. Agent 3 is kind of a broken badge right now, I feel like. Being able to shoot any three off the dribble, of course, closer to the line, the better. But Agent 3, because there's really no quick stops, there's not really a ton of scoring moves unless you just get wide open off screens or things like that. It's going to allow you to get your shot off and be able to actually affect the game when you can. Next badge is Deadeye. So for Deadeye, I'm going to put Deadeye as a 50-50 badge. And so why I put that as a 50-50 badge is, there's a lot of great badges that you could add in. Deadeye does have its place. Of course, it's going to limit contests. But again, the effectiveness of Deadeye is, I think, in question for myself. I think that it's not as strong as it could be. But overall, it's a good badge. Of course, if you can equip it with it being a tier 3, equipped it. But if not, don't look to equip Deadeye. The next badge is Space Creator, and I'm gonna put Space Creator on equip. The reason why is it's hard to get open in this game, to be honest. Like, there's no quick stops, but with Space Creator and kind of combined with Ankle Breaker, but you may not need it, it's gonna help you use those step backs, get a late shot clock shot off. It's gonna just create that space and then allow you to hit those types of shots. So Space Creator is really good if in combined used with like Limitless and Agent 3. Mainly Limitless. Agent 3 won't activate, but Limitless and some other badges can help Space Creator really effectively activate and then make you just a scoring option with the ball even more than some of these other badges. The next badge is going to be Amped, and Amped I'm going to put on equip. So Amped is a badge where if you have low stamina, it pretty much helps you be able to shoot still, because low stamina makes your shot slower, makes your shooting percentage worse. So Amped is going to be a great badge in order to, you're going to be putting a lot of dribbling, combos together, and so your stamina is going to drop. Just going to help you make shots whenever you finally do get open. Next badge is going to be Green Machine. For me, I'm going to put Green Machine on equip. Green Machine, of course, everyone knows it's been in the game for a while now, so if you green, it just makes you kind of easily hit those green windows more. And especially in this game where only greens only greens go in, a few whites will go in here and there, but it's pretty rare. This badge activating for your first shot is going to be huge. And so Green Machine is big because if in a game where whites don't go in, only greens go in, you just need the bigger window every time you shoot. And then the next badge is going to be Volume Shooter. For me, I'm going to put Volume Shooter on Do Not Equip. So Volume Shooter overall, I just feel like right now, if you're in park, maybe it's a good badge if you're taking all the shots for your team. If you're a 3-hunter, there's a chance that this could be 50-50. I just think there's better badges in Volume Shooter. But it does have its place. If you're taking a ton of shots, it's going to boost your shot percentage or shot attributes the more you shoot. So it has its place 50-50, but I just think there's better badges. Next badge is Corner Specialist. And again, I'm going to put Corner Specialist on Do Not Equip. The reason being, if you're a point guard, more than likely you're not going to be in the corner. Now, if your play style is to drive towards the corner, maybe in park, 3s or 2s, and you take those fading corner with Agent 3, that could be an area where this badge could move up to 50-50. But overall, you're not going to be shooting a ton of corner shots as a point guard. The next one is going to be Comeback Kid, and I'm going to put that on Do Not Equipped as well. So Comeback Kid, in general, is if you're down, all your stats get boosted. So there is kind of an area where this badge actually could be probably pretty good, but I don't like the idea of getting behind for a badge to kind of activate, and so that's why I'm going to keep this down here. There's other better badges that you could equip rather than the badge that only activates when you're losing. The next badge is going to be Slippery Off Ball, and I'm going to add Slippery Off Ball to Do Not Equip. So Slippery Off Ball, of course, been in the game for a while, helps your off-ball movements. Off-ball movements are horrible in this game right now. Like, your stamina gets drained, you lose the adrenaline boost whenever you actually try to sprint. I haven't actually seen Slippery Off Ball really activate or be of use yet in a lot of situations. Then the next one is Mini Magician. I'm going to put that on 50-50. And I do like Mini Magician, be able to take those middies, those midi fades, especially like if you're a 300 guard, and that could be like a secondary scoring option is to get to your mid ranges. But again, now we're getting to that, how many badge points do you have as a guard? Because if you go with the equip badges I have, you have 2 tier 3s and then already pretty expensive shooting. So Mini Magician, if you're I think it is pretty easy to hit the mid ranges if you have a decent mid, but if you're in park and you're in 2s or 3s or things like that, and you're just sprinting to the corner and maybe shooting those fades, Mini Magician could be a good badge. The next badge is Clutch Shooter. So I'm going to put Clutch Shooter on Do Not Equipped. There are, again, with a lot of these badges, there's instances where a badge could actually be effective, but overall, Clutch Shooter only activating with, I think it's under 2 minutes and 4th quarters, something like that. They're just not going to be activated enough, whereas a lot of these other badges actually have time that they activate throughout an entirety of a game. This one's only going to activate in certain situations, certain like small window situations. The next badge will be Guard Up. So I'm going to put Guard Up as a 50-50 badge. Guard Up, I think I like Guard Up a lot. I almost like Guard Up a little bit. Not saying I like it more than Deadeye, but with it only costing 4 for this build that I created, it's a lower badge count. It kind of does the same thing. If a defender doesn't get their hand up, it activates. So that could be a reason why maybe you want to throw in Guard Up over Deadeye if you can, because it's not a tier 3 badge. But yeah, Guard Up works kind of the same way as Deadeye a little bit. The effectiveness of either of these, I hope, get kind of looked into more. I don't know if they kind of do the same thing or why that they're kind of both in the same area of like a badge, but Guard Up's good, doesn't cost that much. And then the last and final badge is Claymore. We're going to put that on Do Not Equip. So Claymore, it only really activates if you're standing still and as a point guard, unless you're not really the primary ball handler, which again, that's what the whole video is about, of you being the primary ball handler. Claymore's not going to activate when you're moving around the entire play. So Claymore is just kind of not saying a waste, because it can activate within, I think, 1 second of standing still, but you're not going to get the entire effectiveness of the badge and to use for a point guard build. So this is the Equip 50-50 Do Not Equip, the best shooting badges for point guards in NBA 2K23. If you disagree, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. I'd like to hear some reasoning. This is by what I think the game is, so, and based on what I've played, but I've also kind of asked a few pro players here and there, kind of get some of their opinions on it. But I think that this is a pretty good start for a build or for a new player. If you are really looking to make a point guard, I would start at this kind of area of badges or try to get these badges with your build. So if you like this video, consider subscribing. Also have a Discord in the description below. I'm trying to help out players, learn about the 2K League, tips and all that type of stuff for builds, videos like this one. And so if you are interested in that, or even interested in playing NBA 2K23 with me, make sure to join that. And I appreciate everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.